Hello and welcome back to 7 Days to Die and our How to 7 Days series. Now, there is a few things we need to do. I haven't found a weapon. Now, the trader does have a weapon for like almost 7,000. It's a really good gun, yes, but it's really expensive. Now, we can actually buy that if we wrench enough cars. I will do that. I think getting that weapon from the trader over here is probably our only shot at getting a weapon unless we want to find a different trader. But it is now day 5. We need to find a place to put our Horde base. And we need to put it in a place where it is a fairly open area as well. And I think I have a place in mind where we can put it. Okay. Apparently I had forgot to... Okay, let's craft that. That was stupid. Anyway. We need 6 of you. We need some of you. I don't remember how many. We need a few of you. Let's just take all of them like that. And I need, what is it, like 18, right. So let's just wait for that to finish. And we will have our new lovely wrench. We will craft that. It will take almost 2 minutes, but that is fine. Let's put this away. There we go. And let's head out. Now, it is morning, so you never know what kind of nasties you will find. I don't think I heard anything during the night. But you never know. Sometimes it was one of the games one of the test games I did. I woke up to a bear just moving around on the road, like just strolling down the road. And now I happen to have a weapon, so I could actually fight the bear. However, I would urge you, if you don't have a weapon, a firearm to be more precise, do not fight bears or wolves or dogs. Avoid them at any cost. Because, yeah, it, like they will destroy you if you try to fight them without any adequate weapons. We need to drink a bit, so let's drink some yucca juice. And put that away. There we have the wrench. We will keep... If you have a level 1 wrench, if you have found one, keep it. Even if it's not, like, basically have no durability, keep it regardless. It will be useful. It's the same reason why we have the level 1 claw hammer still in our pockets, and why we haven't used it for anything else. Let's eat the charred meat. Now, charred meat actually lowers your water, so you don't want to eat too much of it if you don't have the water, or don't have a lot of water. Now, I do have water, so for me it doesn't really matter that much. Now, I have tested a Horde base, and I have found that we need something like 300 wooden frames. 250, 300, but just for the safety of it, 300. Now, that is going to take quite a lot of wood. Now, we also need to upgrade those wooden frames. And for that, and yeah, hold on to your hats here. After making the 300 wooden frames, you need 2,500 to 3,000 wood. And you might not even need, like, have enough even, because, like, after that you might actually need even more. But 2,500, 3,000 wood is something you will need. You will need that much. And you will also need 2,500, around that, up to 3,000 cobblestone. So you will need a lot of resources. So I will urge you to, on day 5, make sure you can make as many of the frames as you can. So yeah, you need to make 300 wooden frames, wood frame block, you need 600 wood. After that, you need, yeah, 2,500, 3,000 wood. That is going to take a bit of time. Okay, bicycle handlebar schematic. We could actually make... Can we... just for the fun of it. Yeah, we can actually make the bicycle and the bicycle handlebars. But as you can see, there is an icon here. That is the icon for the workbench. And that workbench is something we actually can make, so I will favor it. But as you can see, you need a wrench and a claw hammer to actually make it. And you need 20 mechanical parts, which is quite a lot. So we'll start breaking down cars and see if we can get enough resources for making all the things we need, and also get enough sellable resources so we can get enough money and buy ourselves a firearm. Now, the best thing you can buy is an AK-47 level 1 and a pistol level 1. That is probably the best thing you can buy, because they cost less than 1,000. It's actually not a lot of money. We are going to pick this up because we are going to need every single bit of cobble. So we are going to raid basically every single place of their cobble, take all of it, and make sure that we... Oh my god. Of course we find a wrench now. Now we have already found one and made a better one. Of course we found another one. Of course. Oh, sometimes this game can just give you the finger so hard. Have we not been in here? Or was it a similar house we were actually in? I think it was a similar house. Yeah, probably. But yes, as you can see, some houses actually have 2 sinks, and that means you have 22% or rather 11.16% chance to get a wrench. Pick up chairs. Picking up chairs and scrapping them is a really good and easy way of getting wood. There we go. Let's do that. Let's toss you away and let's eat you. Do that. I don't need the potato seeds. Like I really don't need the seeds. I'm not going to... I'm really not going to do anything with the seeds. And let's cut down more wood because, yeah, as I said, we are going to need a lot of wood. We should probably head to the trader and see if he has like a buried supplies quest or something. But yeah, you need to cut down trees. By day 5, if you don't have all the wood, you need to start getting the wood. The wood is probably the one that takes the longest. But it depends on also which town you're in, because depending on the play, on how you need to get cobblestone, you might have to spend a bit of time to get stone and clay. I will cut you down because you are very much in the way of any and all visibility around here. Same goes with this one. And yeah, the more mods you put into your tools and weapons, the more damage, like block damage they do to like trees and stuff. Which means that, for example, this stone axe, not only does it have the iron breaker mod, it also have the wood splitter mod. And if we look at the wood splitter, it does 15% more damage against wood. However, it also gives more block damage to our stone axe because it's a mod. So it increases like the wood harvesting by a lot. So it goes a lot quicker to actually harvest wood than say it would with stone. But let's cut this down. I will take a peek at how much we actually have gathered. We're almost up to 1,000. That is good. Let's put down the bicycle. Let's head to... Let's pick up these 2 stones. It's just 2 stone, but I don't know. I have this obsessive thing that I have to pick them up. It's quite unsightly, to be honest. Just leaving them there. Let's wrench this car and get it in our pocket. Or at least the resources from it. Here we go. Loot you. Oh, another blunderbuss. Now, if you have more than one blunderbuss, I would recommend doing something like this. Having 2 of them loaded. It's a lot less, like it's not as good as having like a pistol or a AK-47 in terms of like space and functionality. But it means that you can actually fire 2 blunderbusses before you have to reload anything. So it might, if you find more than one, having 2 or 3 of them on your like toolbar, hotbar, whatever you want to call it, is actually a really good strategy. Now, oh, you have 2 buried supplies. That's good. We will sell a bit of stuff. All of that, all the paper, all the scrap polymer, all the headlights, and I think that's it for now. Was there anything in here I wanted? Now, he has a marksman rifle, and that's the weapon I was talking about. It's going to cost basically 7,000. However, it is really good. So I would probably say that
y'all come back now.
It's worth it. And if we do have that, we're probably not going to need like a second weapon at all. So it's going to be good, but it's going to be very expensive. As I said, you should try to find like a tier 1 pistol or AK-47. It might be that he has, like, your trader has a tier 2, and that is still like low enough cost to buy. And you have you should have the money for that by day 5 or 6 without doing anything other than, like, you can do questing, and you should have that. You could just hoard all the materials you find, not sell him anything, just do the quest, and you should have all the money you need for buying like a tier 1 or tier 2 pistol by probably day 4 or 5, might even earlier, depending on how many quests you can do. How many quests? There's more than one. Sometimes the tongue doesn't really want to like speak all the letters. But that's just the way it is. Let's take a peek around so we don't get surprised by any zombies. There's one's... Oh! I wasn't ready to find that quickly. Now, when digging for buried supplies, you will get clay. So you might have enough clay to make cobblestone. by this point. If you have done as many as I have done, more or less, you should have enough clay soil at this point to make cobblestone. So it might be that you're short on stone. Okay, it's 4 zombies. Let's take care of you. And let's switch. Because we're out of stamina. Oh! Loot bag! Nothing really impressive in it, but still, it's loot nonetheless. Once we have done the quests for the trader, which is the buried supplies, we are going to spend the rest of the day harvesting all the resources we might need, because yeah, we really need to spend a lot of time getting all the resources now, because yeah, as I said, we need them. And then I think what I might do is, once the quests are done, I think what I might do is go to where I want to make the Horde base and start putting down the frames. Oh, a zombie? Where are you? Oh, it's a crawler. Okay, that's why I didn't see you over there. And he died. Once again, I had to peek around the microphone because it's obscuring just that like right corner, bottom right corner, to not always able to see what actually is there. But here we go. And close. And up. And in.
How are you?
We're quite encumbered, but that's
Here you
fine.
go, friend. Whatever you need.
Oh.
Just say the word.
No, I'm going to... I would urge anyone, if you have this kind of choice for quest reward, as a new player, you should take the first aid bandage. Because they are really valuable when if you get hurt. But I'm going to take the weighted head mod, because I know I'm not going to get that hurt or injured. So, and I think I have a few first aid bandages somewhere, so I should be fine regardless. But yeah, I urge you to, if you find yourself getting hurt a lot or you're a new player, take the first aid bandage. If you feel like, okay, I'm not getting that hurt, or I feel a bit more confident, then take the mod or whatever else it might be. That is really enticing.
You kindly help me, no matter what.
We picked the other one.
Everything you've done.
Let's eat a bit, because we sort of need to. Scrap, drink. Let's see if we can sell a bit of stuff. Toss that away. Keep the vitamins. The vitamins are really important to have, like 1 or 2 during
Safe travels.
day 7. And if you don't know what's going to happen during day 7, once nightfall, you will see. It's sort of a surprise, but at the same time, you will get sort of the idea what's going to happen before it actually happens. Thank care of you. Let's go and... let's go and do the quest. Once the quest is done, we will try to chop a bunch of trees. One thing I will do once we reach the quest is to shove a bit of stuff into the bike. Okay, that's where it is. So we're not encumbered anymore. Mostly let's shove stuff that stacks and stuff we want to keep. Repair kits and the sewing kits can stay there, and let's take that apart and put you in there like that, and boom. Let's start digging. It's almost 1 p.m. In the game, and I have to say we have managed to get quite a lots of stuff done, actually. It could have been a lot like less efficient. Could have been running around like headless chickens. I have a tendency of doing that sometimes. And yeah, that wastes, like, surprise, surprise, that wastes a lot of time. Did I hear a zombie somewhere? I think I heard you. That was quite a good shot, I have to say. I actually didn't think it was going to hit. See, if we go this way, will we find it? We might do that. We might find it if we go this way. And there it is. I usually, like, I found that if you try to dig in the middle of the circle, as in the middle as you can go, and then try to funnel your, once the circle moves, because you have dug a bit more, and then dig towards that middle, you usually, not always, but usually you find where the treasure, like the buried supplies, or where the treasure is. And there we go. You're dead. Is there... How many of them are... How many are you? Just 3? No, 4. Okay. Oh, no stamina. There we go. Let's cut this tree while we're here. We need wood, so it's really convenient to cut it since we're here. Eat a bit. Drink a bit. And let's chop the rest of the tree. Boom. It's 2 p.m. at this point, and we will see. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put the Horde base. I have an idea of where I can put it, and I'm thinking of sort of in this area here where I put the quick waypoint. I'm thinking there because it is actually quite open and should mean that there is clear, like a clear passage for any zombies spawning to be able to reach us. Because the most annoying thing is if you're surrounded by a bunch of POIs and like they spawn in a like the POI next door. Anyone with a bit of experience of 7 Days to Die know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're new, basically on day 7 a thing is going to happen, and on the night, and it's a bit of a special thing, and any zombie spawning at that point during that special thing might spawn in a different POI if there is a POI for it to like get stuck in, because they spawn at a set distance from the player. So that's really the problem, and that's why we want to find an open place for them to spawn. Now, this workbench is destroyed. You might have found a workbench that works. Do not take it apart like I'm doing right now. Make sure you use it, because that means you don't need to make one yourself. But I haven't actually found one, so I'm going to have to make my own. However, I did find the schematic, or the blueprint, or whatever you want to call it, to make my own. So I don't need to worry about that really. I just need the resources to make one. I don't think I need to make one. For this, you should make one, so you...
Each day,
but I don't think I technically need to...
And here is your payment.
And yeah, let's take the first aid kit. And the next quests are just way too far away. Let's sell that. Sell that. Keep the learning elixir. I will explain why you should keep it in a moment. And there we are. We have almost... I will sell the that awesome sauce thing because I technically don't need it. We need... Oh my god, we just need a bit more and we can buy the weapon. I think what I will do is head off to where I have put the quick waypoint, and I will wrench all the cars I find along the way, and then I will, once I reach the waypoint, I will actually put down a bunch of frames. Not all of them, I will will explain why we will not build the entire building completely like in frames first, because we going to have to do a bit of upgrading to certain blocks before we continue doing much else. Level 5 tier 5 battery again. Okay. Just from that we have enough money actually. However, I will, as I said, go to where I have the quick waypoint mark put down, which is here-ish. So I will remove it and let's see. Yeah, probably take the frames and yeah, probably. Oh yeah, if you see something like this, it means that the ground is higher than, like it's visibly higher than if you have. So if you place something like this, it will bring it down, and that means if that's the case, you're going to have to place a lot of frames to smooth out the place, and it's really important, but it takes a bit of time, which is why this is another reason why we want to make we want to do this on day start doing this on day 5 and not wait until like day 6 or 7. It's a bit like, so we can actually do this kind of stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We want to make a 7 by 7 square. Let's see, I want to remove these. And see, 1, 2, that's 2. Then flatten. Oh, that's zombies. Oh, a wandering horde. I wasn't looking at all, so... Oh, not good, not good, not good. I had not reloaded. Thankfully, despite hitting me twice, didn't do a lot of damage. Which is fortunate. But yeah. The blunderbusses do a lot of damage if you can group them up. So an alternating like I've been doing is actually really, really good, because it means you save your stamina and like your bullets, so you're not spraying bullets into your enemies. So yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. Let's reload. Let's learn from my mistake. Make sure to reload your blunderbusses once you have used them. But yeah, I was completely focused on doing this, and it could have been really, really bad if I had not heard the wandering horde coming. Now let's see if we do this. We will... Let's fill this in like this, just to make the ground completely level. Whoop. There we go. And another thing that is really important as well, when you start making this base here, any tires, remove them, and any kind of obstacle like a tree or a cars are really important to remove, because if they get damaged they can explode. So yeah, do remove any kind of obstacle or like dangerous thing. Like cars are really dangerous to leave around, so make sure you do remove them. And you're going to need the wood anyway, probably, so making sure to clear the trees is something you're probably going to need to do anyway, just for the wood, not only for them obstructing the area. And there's more than one reason why you want to clear the place, and that is visibility. You want to be able to see from all sides where every single zombie is coming from. And now this is like this base I'm going to show you here. I have tested it, it works. You don't need a lot of like experience building. It's really easy to make, and it does require quite a lot of resources, as I discovered when I started calculating how many resources I needed. Yeah, it went up quite fast with how much I needed. So let's pick up the frames. Oh, we're not two here. It's actually... Now you can do a lot more, like smoothing out and like having a bigger area like this, but start with doing 2 away from where the base is, and then you can do more if you want to. And I'm going to leave the corners so I know sort of where everything is. Now, what I need to do before we start doing anything else here is to go back to the trader. What we want to do is we want to have a 7x7. So 7 like that, and then 7 like that. So if you start counting from the corner, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 should be the middle point on every single side. And then we want to bring this up to, see here, like that. We want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. So if you count the one on the bottom, and then you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total, so 4 on top the bottom layer. And you want that all the way around. Like that, and connect them all up. Like this. And you place blocks by right-clicking when you have them in your hand. Like this. And once you have placed all the blocks like this, you need to start upgrading, because there are many blocks here that's not going to be visible later on. So you need to start upgrading like these corners all the way around. Because some, as I said, some of these blocks are actually not going to be possible to upgrade later on. Now, I will upgrade these pillars, and then we will call it the base building for now done. Once you have done this, have you managed to get this up and running on day 5, you will have a lot of time left over to get the rest up. Because there might be time during day 6 and 7 where you need to gather a lot of the last resources to make, like, finish off the place. So what we will do is start wrenching some of the cars here while we head for the trader. We have almost leveled up. Again, the earlier you can find a wrench, the better, because once you find a wrench, you will see your XP going way up. It will go up really quickly. Let's do this. Take that so no zombies can get in here. Because yes, they can jump over if you can jump like that. And if you have left like area like as I did on the outside to get in, the zombies will be able to jump up and get in. Let's see. Don't think there is any zombies in here, actually. Click on that. We already have a leather duster, so that's fine. See if we can get in here. Nice and quick. We might be able to get one more car. Then we need to really express our way to the trader. And yeah, it seems like there's at least a single zombie out there. Oh, let's take what's in this. I will take this car and then we will head out. And you can shoot through these kind of bars, so... And you can do that with firearms and bows. I don't think you can do it with rockets, however. So... But anyway. We really need to speed our way to the trader, because we have less than an hour left until they close. But we should have... I think we have enough to actually buy that weapon. Worst case scenario, we can actually sell the blunderbusses. Technically don't need them if we can buy
Let us visit for a
the
while.
weapon. No, not that. Oh, we got another... Okay. Yeah, we... Yeah, and once you... Like, if you sell stuff, certain things you can't sell infinitely. So, for example, this car battery, we have sold enough car batteries, so we can't sell more of them. So, but we don't need to sell more of them, because we can buy the weapon right now, which we will.
It's been
And,
a real pleasure. You watch yourself out there.
Here we go. We have a better padded gloves. So let's do that. There we go. And off we go. Seems like my computer doesn't really like the recording of
Just to let you folks know, the Trader Joel's closing soon.
7 Days to Die. Yeah, as like 21:30, I think all traders warn you that they are going to close soon, and then 21:55 or 50, something like that, they actually close. And if you're in there, you will be teleported outside in a random place, and that is really not good, since you don't have any control of where you're going. Let's see. We have that. We have that. Shove that in there. You can go there. We have quite a lot of forged iron right now, so I don't think we need more forged iron right this second. I don't think... That's a better leather duster than the one we have. Modify. And yeah, how do you know if something is better? If we go over here, so we're a bit more stealthy. If we take a look here, we can see cold resist and heat resist on this leather duster. The same thing works for armor and weapons as well. It's just different things. For example, a weapon has range damage, magazine size, and so on. But the same logic applies to see which one is better or not. So, the leather duster we had, this brown one, has a cold resist of 15 and heat resist of 17. And the leather duster we found today has a cold resist of 16 and a heat resist of 18. Now, if you have clicked on one of them, you can then mouse over the other one to see. Now, if you want to compare, you want to click on one of them, which you want to use as a reference to see, is this, if I have this equipped, is this one better or worse? So if we click on the blue leather duster here, which we have, it is going to be as if we used this. And if we then mouse over to the other leather duster, it's going to compare it as if we changed into that, which means that if we changed into the brown from the blue, it's going to be -1 on both of them. And if we do it the other way, as if we have the brown equipped and then changed into the blue, it's going to be +1 on both of them. So that's how you can like tell if something is better or worse. Now everything doesn't have a die in them as is, and you can find die out in when you're looting. Now, if you want to color something, you can click modify and you have this cosmetic slot, which you can put a dye in and it will dye stuff into the color you put in there. So a brown thing, a brown dye, for example, will make whatever you put the brown dye into brown. If you put in a pink one, it will make it pink, for example. And then you can scrap the dye to get paint. And with paint and a paintbrush, you can change the texture of blocks. So you can make a wood block look like it's a steel block, or the other way around. Now, we did level up once. Right, we are close to leveling up again. What we are going to do, as you can see here, we can see on the map that we have placed stuff. This box, for example, wasn't here before. So if we go and, if I can keep my hand steady, right-click to save a waypoint, and you can choose whatever icon you want, and then I will type Horde base and click enter. We now have a marker for where our Horde base is, so we can get back there nice and easy. And then, let's see here. I don't think we want to use the blunderbuss anymore. Now, you're probably not going to find a marksman rifle. I think that the highest probability, like the best thing you can find is the pistol and an AK-47. And it's probably the likeliest thing for you to find as well. So, but we found the marksman rifle. Now, the marksman rifle is good. No doubt about that. However, it's not as good for spraying and praying, so to speak. Like, it's not the kind of weapon you spray and pray. Which means that you need to be a bit more on point. You need to shoot. You basically need to do a bit more headshot than you otherwise would need to do. And yeah, so I would say the marksman rifle, for in my case here, that was the only thing I have found. I haven't seen anything else really, other than the double barrel shotgun on the first, which was a bit too expensive, to be honest, especially since we didn't find a wrench until day 4. But we did, finally, and yeah. We are now on day 6. Now, day 6 is going to contain a lot of Horde base building. I might do a quest if it's a really close, like buried supplies or something like that. But that's about it. I don't think I'm going to spend a lot of time to do anything else like that. But what I need to do now, I do have a skill point. I have a wrench. I can make more wrenches. I can make, if I need to make a wrench, I can actually make one now. And that means I'm going to take Miner 69er. It's a very simple reason why. And that is craft quality 2 tools. So I can make instead of making level 1 tools, I can make level 2 quality tools. And it increases the tool damage by 10% and block damage by 30 with any axe, pickaxe, chainsaw, or auger. And not only that, it also unlocks all iron tools like pickaxes. It's very, very important. Now, what I'm going to do is take this, put... I don't think I will use the blunderbusses right now, so let's put them away. And like that, let's shove that in there. The learning elixir can go in there. And yeah, it's a reason why. There's a reason why I want to do this, because why I wanted to pick that, and that is clawhammer. We want to craft one. Boom. Iron pickaxe. We want to craft one. And iron shovel. We want to craft one. And we technically don't need a fire axe necessarily, because the stone axe is actually quite good at harvesting wood. But anything else, it's not that good. It's okay. But let's do this. Put that away. And let's drink a bit of water. Let's see, I don't have any food other than the old sham sandwich, but you should not eat them because they have a 12% chance to give you dysentery, and it decreases your health by 5, so don't eat them if you can avoid it. And yeah, we need to make that. Now, if you have found food recipes for like boiled meat or grilled meat, make those. Like if you have found anything better than charred meat, make anything other than charred meat, because charred meat isn't really good. It's really easy to make, but it's not good. Boiled meat and grilled meat are better. So, but we need to make it regardless. Can we please? Thank you. All right, I need clay. Need to actually put a bunch of clay in this. Did I? No, I didn't take it. Oh my god. I'm making a massive ruckus here, which I should not do. put the iron in, and there we go. Now, the next episode, we are going to do the Horde base, maybe a bit of quest, but and on top of that, we will also make the workbench. So we will make the workbench. Let's unfavorite the wheel because we don't need it. So yeah, we will make the wrench, not the wrench, the workbench. Close, but not close enough. That's why we need to make the forged, make more forged iron. We need mechanical parts, 20 of them. I think we do have them. And I will explain what you need to do so you use the correct wrench and claw hammer when crafting the workbench. Because, and here's the problem, if you have some, like, a really good claw hammer, for example, so let's say you have a tier 6, the absolute best claw hammer you can have, and the tier 6 wrench, the absolute best level you can have, and then you have a level 1 and a level 1 of claw hammer and wrench as well in your inventory, there is a possibility that the workbench will not take the level 1, but your level 6. So I'm going to show you how to make sure you use the wrench and claw hammer you want to use to make this, so you don't make the mistake that I made when I made my first workbench. But that is going to have to wait until next time, because this episode has been going on for quite some time and it's about to be the next day. And I think we should try to end the episode before the next day rolls around. Yeah, as I said, I will make the workbench. I will show you how to make it so you don't make any mistakes. I will focus quite a lot on the Horde base and resource gathering. Now, if you have all the resources, like you have all the 300 wood frames, you have like 2,500, 3,000 wood already. You have all the cobblestone you need, like 2,500, 3,000, it's something like that. I can't remember exactly how much you need, but it's somewhere between like 2,500 and 3,000 cobblestone. If you have all of that, technically you can just try to get as much money and maybe find more weapons and ammunition and stuff before day 7. However, if you don't have it, by this point, you really need to start getting all the wood and all the cobblestone you can get. Because if you don't, you will have a really bad day 7. However, we will end the episode here. So if you've managed to reach the end of the episode, I'm impressed and thank you very much. So with that, thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.